What's going on, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, days and dems. Welcome to another episode of the Inner Circle Podcast, 230 to the 230 episode to be exact. I am your host, Charlie. Yes, yes, yes. I live for a good applause. I live for a good applause. And our girl Melanie will be joining us. My best girlfriend will be joining us in a few minutes. But I wanted to start off the show. Welcome, you guys. What a great day it has been. I hope everyone's been having a good day because my day, although my day started out funky, like no lie, it's been a long time that I've slept through an alarm. Actually, let's be real, my alarm didn't go off. I don't know what's up with Apple. This has not been the first time this happened to me when it comes to an alarm. But you know, when you set up an alarm, I don't know if it's a touch button or something of the touch screen that maybe you hit it back and it goes green, but maybe it goes back to like not set up. And then we have an issue of your alarm is not up. I think that's what happened to me last night because I swear I set up my alarm. And I guess I must have been tired from my trip and then coming back into work life and all that mumbo jumbo that like my body just wanted to sleep. But thank God my body also was like, wait a minute, you're sleeping way too long. This is for, a work day. So literally I woke up and it was 7:33 this morning and I supposed to be at work by like 7:30. So listen, it started off crazy. It started off like me with a little slight anxiety, like, oh my God, I have to get to work. But here we are. The day progressed very well and beautifully. And that's what's life, man. That's you may think it's gonna be this way or like, oh, this is gonna be a shit day because the way it started. But if you have a certain mindset and shake things off easy, which is where I've been lately, I feel like I've been coming to a point of not letting things bother me that much or not letting things get to me that much. And that's with anything, curveballs that life throws and stuff. Like I'm learning to be calm with things. And yeah, things may be frustrating in the moment, but I'm learning to just like, okay, control my controllables and just flow. That's been the theme in my life the past 3.5 months is just flow. Let things flow. Things happen. Okay, dissect it, go through it, let it go, flow. So that's a nugget within itself. If y'all don't know about nuggets because y'all not following us on the Instagram page, make sure you do because I give you guys daily nuggets exclusively on the Inner Circle Podcast Instagram page. So definitely check that out. Salute to a good day. And listen, y'all, like I said, I just got back from New Orleans today. Not today, but I got back from New Orleans, so we're gonna be talking about that in a few. But again, today was a day. I've been doing my thing, out and about, errands and such. And one thing that I noticed in this area that I was in Manhattan was, Crumble Cookie. I don't know if you have heard of Crumble Cookie. Crumble Cookie, this certain Crumble location, for the second week in a row, a long line wrapped around the corner, and I'm like, what? Why? I thought when I first seen it, it was because they were giving freebies or something. And you know me, I like a freebie. I mean, I give no freebies, but I like a freebie. But I'm like, what's going on? Are they giving free cookies or something? Because I've had crumble cookies before, but it's not worth this whole line. And it's not like it just opened that location because I've seen that location there for a minute. But I just don't understand the line. Because to me, if any cookie place is better, it's Insomnia Cookies. Like I've had crumble cookie, and it's good. It's a nice treat. The one cookie I had, but for a line, are you willing to wait a whole ass line wrapped around the corner for a crumble cookie? I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Insomnia Cookies, now those cookies, may be worth it. But I wouldn't stand in a long line for Insomnia cookies either. What the fuck? So, but nonetheless, Insomnia cookies trumps crumble cookies. It does. It does. And another thing I want to give shout out. I want to also give a shout out because I thought it was so cute. I want to give a shout out to all my nephews, but specific shout out today to my nephew Zane, who refers to me as his uncle who's a YouTube creator or whatever. I think it's so cute. I had a little chat with him before the show. It was good to see my nephew's face and talk to him because he looks at me as that YouTube uncle. So that's pretty cute. I love that. So shout out to Zane. If you're watching, I know he be catching me and stuff with my brothers. So shout out to Zane and my brother. Love you guys. But let's get into some things going on hot topic wise. We just heard I guess Piers Morgan, who's a journalist, just recently sent out an apology to Jay-Z and Beyonce because they are livid. Sent out an apology because he got, I'm sure, a mean letter from their lawyers in regards to him having a guest who I guess gave some false information in regards to them or something. I don't know the exact thing. I didn't watch the clip, and I guess sorry for my not being a good journalist and maybe looking into exactly what this other guest on the Piers Morgan show said. But nonetheless, it was something that lawyers, Beyonce and Jay-Z, were not happy about, and which made Piers Morgan actually release a apology in regards to this whole situation. So that is very interesting. Again, this is all tied into Diddy. It's crazy that just everything going on with Diddy, there's so many people implicated or being blamed. And we spoke about it last week where it's listen, not every person who was at a Diddy party was involved in the crazy shenanigans that happened. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe not every person was involved. Now, were there some people that I'm sure partook in the freaky deaky stuff? Of course, but not everyone. And I truly feel that Beyonce wasn't one of those people. Jay-Z maybe at some point, but definitely not Beyonce. And allegedly, let me stop before I get lawyers to me. Allegedly. So that's what's going on. Again, this whole Diddy situation, I think it's just basically gonna take over for so long in the media. But now, a lot of people are also saying that it's a bigger distraction for something bigger. Like this all going down now at this point is to just detract us from other things going on. And listen, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. There's a lot of people out there, especially in our social media world, but I kind of agree. It's crazy that an election is around the corner. It's crazy that there's just certain things that I feel like this is front and center because here we are another week us talking about it as well. Not only us, but everywhere, like all radio shows, Breakfast Club, everywhere. There's something new every day in regards to this situation. So, it's really has taken over, and I feel in some way that it's a little distraction. Not saying that it's not true because obviously shit went down, but let's be real. Things have been going on, and we found out about this whole situation when it started with Cassie last, September, October, and certain things. Yeah, things take time, investigations and stuff, but I would have thought that if shit went down with him, it would have been last year when the Cassie thing came out and stuff, but it's just been in increments and just what I feel timely staged. But with that being said, we're going to stay tuned to more of this. I'm sure there's going to be more things coming out. We won't talk bad about Beyonce and Jay-Z here because we don't want no lawyers coming after us where we have to make a public apology. But with that being said, we're going to talk Nola and get into some Gabby Gab. But first, I'm going to bring on my best girlfriend. You thought you seen the last of her, didn't you? Here's my girlfriend, Melody. All right.
Here she comes. Hi.
How are you?
Whew, I ran up those steps. I was in the Uber.
Running,
Go
running.
faster, go faster. I gotta play. I got a show to host. I'm good. I am exhausted to say the least. It's only Wednesday. It's literally only hump day, the middle of the week, and I am tired with a T in the end, like Medea. But I just came from it wasn't an event. It was a work like little after party shindig thing because we're not celebrating, but we have tabletop, which is like the fashion week of tableware, and yeah, a lot of commotion, a lot of accounts and in and outs and stuff. But I'm happy to be here. How are you? Welcome back to the city from NOLA. I
Thank
feel like you were there for like a week.
you felt that way, you said?
I mean, bitch, you really was. But no, I'm kidding. Yeah, I felt like you were there for a while. It felt longer than my trip. Well, my trip was literally like 2 days.
No, yeah, I got there Thursday, early Thursday. Because I took that 6. I'm one of those memes that people are like, oh, doesn't like to be up,
Blood Marys at 6 a.m.
but I'm picking the 5 a.m., 6 a.m. flight. And no, because I've also seen memes that's like, oh, because you're trying to pay a cheaper ticket. I don't, not
That's smart,
necessarily.
technically.
Well, one that, but for me, more flying out in the morning, and I'll admit it why I like early morning flights. It's because then you get to the place and I feel like you get to enjoy at least some of that day. You know what I mean? Like, so why not leave early and get there to enjoy that day, especially depending how many days you're there
It
already.
depends what kind of trip it is for me. If it's a work trip, I'm not getting there at 6 a.m. No, ma'am, Pam. If it's a vacation, however, I will gladly get there at 6, have valet hold the freaking luggage, and go not sightseeing, or we could do like we did in DR and go straight to the pool.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, New Orleans was great. Um, if you guys follow us on the Inner Circle podcast, you could check out some of the trip. We just uploaded a reel, highlighting some of my trip. But it was great. I took Gizmo. It was a solo trip because as
As
you
you got Gizmo in your shirt.
yeah, exactly. Yep. I'm representing. It was a solo trip. Well, not solo because I had my Gizmo, but it
No,
was
not
great.
solo
It
because
was
he wasn't solo.
it's been um I'm never alone.
I'm never alone.
I'm never alone on a
People
tour.
try to find me all the time.
Huh?
The Karen Huger, did you see her on Watch What Happens Live? She's like, people try to find me all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. In different area codes. That's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. But it was fun. Again, this is my first time, and I actually was journaling about this yesterday. This is my first time traveling alone in a long time
Mm.
without a boyfriend or friends or family.
Mm.
This was the first time, and I think I shared it with you. I don't know if I journaled it or shared it with you as well, but it was a little weird at first. Like when I landed and I'm like, checking into the hotel and all that, and got to the hotel and I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like, but I'm used to traveling by myself. I've spoken about on this podcast many times, like, and tell people how great it is to travel by themselves. I actually found out that one of
Yeah.
my coworkers, it was her birthday, and she traveled to Jamaica by herself. I thought she was going with people, but I
Right.
found out today that she went by herself, and I'm like, oh my god, I love to hear that. I truly love to hear that because I always encourage people travel by yourself, and she had an amazing time. She said she had an amazing time by herself.
Speaking of traveling by myself, I'm not one to want to I'm not you where I like to vacation. I haven't had the opportunity to take a vacation solo because I prefer someone's company or like being surrounded by friends, family, etc. But tomorrow I think I was going to talk to you about this offline, but I might as well say it now. God willing, tomorrow I get to go by myself to a concert. And I'm waiting because the tickets right now are like they're not too expensive, but they're kind of like expensive. And I'm waiting to do your little trick of taking
Oh, yeah, yeah,
time
yeah.
when it drops. but Stevie Wonder is going to be in Madison Square Garden.
Oh
Anyone
wow.
that knows me knows how much I love Stevie Wonder. Like I songs um in a key of life is one of my favorite albums, and I love Stevie Wonder. And I don't think I'm ever gonna get the opportunity. Like he's mad old, not that old, but like pushing 70 something. I don't think he's ever gonna try like go on tour again like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's hoping that they drop and I can go.
Did we go to a concert recently that we felt that maybe that was the last time we would see that artist? I feel like we felt that way about.
Madonna.
It was Madonna, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
There
Yeah.
are a few artists that I am happy that I have seen because God knows I probably won't see them again. That being Jamiroquai for me when I went with my brother. We had a great time in Forest Hills. Madonna, obviously, with you. Then I got COVID, fucking assholes. And then
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz, he still like travels
Yeah,
or he still tours. But the tour that he did, first of all, it was in United Palace in Washington Heights. I was gooped and shocked that he came all the way uptown to like have that performance. But that theater is awesome, or that venue is awesome. Who else? I'm trying to think someone old too that I would see. I don't know. But yeah, Stevie Wonder, I really want to go see him. And like it's after work, so
Well, let me know if you go. That would be amazing, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it here.
you're more than welcome to come. But I don't like I was gonna say, I was like, if Charlie, I will extend the invite in the words of Charlie, but I know that this is something I want to do for sure, for sure, for sure. Like, remember when I went to go see La India? Was it La India? And I went by myself. I was like, okay, I like 4 songs of hers.
Oh yeah, you did.
Round up the troops, let's go. But
you did go see La India by yourself, no?
I did. Yeah.
I didn't go. Right?
No, you didn't go.
I mean, going to concerts is cool too. I've been to concerts by myself, as you know, as well. I've seen Bad Bunny by myself, once, like a few times.
Yeah.
Once or twice. I've seen what other concerts? I've been to some concerts alone. I mean, I'd be a vibe by my own self in the concert. Then the vibe of the people too. It's you just get the energy, and there's just people there, and you start chit chatting. So I like solo concerts as well, just as solo travels. But
I've seen a lot of my friends do that too. Like Brittany, my old coworker, she goes to a lot of concerts by herself, and that's also a good way to start, like getting your feet wet, so to speak, to like travel.
Listen, when you eat, it was eat, pray.
What?
Love.
No.
It was an eat, pray, lust trip. Listen, the food. I had my gumbo. I had what is it? Fat Boy's Pizza is a big thing down there. And oh my God, it was so good. One of the nights I didn't.
You had pizza over there. Like, was it similar to New York pizza?
I had to have it because it's a big thing over there. Like this particular place, and I had to have like some things like the Travel Channel that tells you like, oh, this is what this state has, and it's so big, and everyone comes here and wants to have that. So that's one of those things that I had to have with Fat Boy's Pizza.
I do that like on TikTok. That's how I get my inspiration.
Yeah, it was very good. Again, if you don't follow our Inner Circle page, Instagram, definitely do, because we do reels of our travels and things to do and foods and stuff. There was this other great spot that I tried, Empanola, the word I'm playing, like empanada.
Oh, that's cute.
Empanola. And oh my God, guys, if you guys are there, you have to try it. They have everything from crawfish to buffalo. They have so many different flavors. It was so cute. I may have to do a second reel because I don't think that I took a video of like the empanadas and it has all the names. But I think in the reel, you see me eat one and you see the name on it. Girl.
Was it good? I want to go back to New Orleans because I feel like together. And also I feel like I didn't get a lot of time. Obviously it was a work trip. So I didn't get a lot of time to enjoy and like eat the food and
walk around and
well, walk around I did. walk around did we, but it's more so the food. Like I felt like the shrimp po' boy that I got, I don't know, it was not giving like New Orleans to me. I
Mm,
hate to compare, but like nothing compares to when I went to Boston and I had like the bomb ass seafood that they had.
yeah. No, we have to go back so you could truly like check out places and just indulge. Like that's one of my favorite things about New Orleans is the food. Like that
Yeah.
food. It's like that happiness, like that, and authentically from down there, and obviously drinking and just the party, especially if you stay around bourbon and stuff. Obviously, it's gonna be
Did you eat
parties.
gumbo?
Walking, huh?
Did you eat gumbo?
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's too. It was when I was there. It was way too hot to be eating that. I'm not a soup person either, so eating hot ass food like that in a hot
But there's
temperature.
rice also, so it kind of like it's not soupy that much like that.
No, it's giving sancocho. I don't like that.
I did of course I did what am I having a brain fart? The coffee I told you
Beignets.
Cafe Du Monde. Cafe Du Monde. I did that. I was
Yeah.
amazing. And it's crazy how you travel also, girl, and you bump into people that you know. Like I don't know this particular person like that, but she works at another school that I dealt
Mhm.
with. And I didn't even recognize her. I'm at like CVS getting shit and liquor and all that stuff for myself. And she's like, she looked at me at one point, and I'm like, why is she staring at me? But then she stopped me before I left, and she was like, "Do you work everywhere?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Wow, life is crazy when you
The
traveling and
world is long.
talking to people that you know." I like it, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck? Like,
Mm.
but great time nonetheless. We gotta go together. You went a month before me, yeah, a month before me, a few weeks before me, and then I went thing. I know you wanted me to join you on that work trip, but I got
I wish you would have. Honestly, I feel like I would. It would have been things would have been different. I probably would have had a lot more fun. Probably would have been in the
Oh
gay
yeah. Oh,
area.
things would have been different. All right.
Things
Things would
would
have
have
been
been
different.
different.
Say no more, but things would have been different.
Hmm.
Maybe not for the other people, but for you and I, it would have been different.
The
But
inner circle
moving
takes
on,
over.
um, I had where's my notes? Moving on, did you catch the Real Housewives of Potomac premiere?
Yes, I did.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so the whole Karen getting into a car accident. First of
That
all,
reenactment, girl.
the reenactment. But wait, I'm confused because did I read it wrong? Did it not say this is not a reenactment?
No, it said this is a reenactment.
This is a reenactment. Okay, the reenactment was hilarious. The deer crossing the road and her like screeching her cars. I was like, oh, she must have a Tesla. But then I was like, oh, this was probably made in a simulator in like driver's ed. But I find it funny that Karen Huger got into a car accident and it was allegedly DUI, so blase
Oh
blase
wow.
in the
No
charges. He
license.
has like a couple charges,
Yeah.
but Shannon Bedore gets into a wreck and crashes a car, and like everyone, all eyes are on Shannon Bedore, but not on Karen Huger. Like this has been swept under the rug. I completely forgot that Karen Huger got into a wreck.
Oh no, I remember because it was shortly after the Shannon thing, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what's going on in the housewives and even the blogs out there? Like, what is going on in the housewives universe where like this is happening? This is not the first time Karen got into a car accident. If you go back a few seasons, you're watching the old
yeah,
season.
yeah. I
She did it
remember.
like season 3 or 4. So that's a little concerning. Yeah, I agree. It got swept a little under the rug, but you know what? And I don't want to make this a black versus white thing, but I'm glad for once the sister it's not as
It's
let the
not like
let the
mainstream.
white girl have the attention that thing because it's the same thing right now like with the Diddy situation, and then I don't know if you heard of what's his name, the country guy, not Tim McGraw,
Luke Bryan.
no, not Luke Bryan, it was someone else. Could you Google real quick country star sex scandal or getting sued? I've seen it. I'm not really into country like that, but this is a podcast, and we like to talk about different things. We're universal. We tap into different things. That's what's called the Inner Circle Podcast because we talk about a little bit of everything. Um, but yeah, this certain
Garth
guy,
Brooks and
then
the Thunder
Garth,
Rolls.
yeah, he got into some shit. And is it the attention that big as Diddy? Are we like? I mean, I know Diddy.
He revealed the name of the sexual assault accuser in the legal finding. That's fucked up. He was accused of rape and assault in the lawsuit. I mean, I haven't heard about Garth Brooks in a long time. The only time I remember him is when they were making fun of him in South Park with that and the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes, that song. But back to Potomac. I thought it was cute. The beginning, the attitude party. I thought it was cool. I like the new addition, Stacy. She's beautiful. I think she's gonna bring it.
Doesn't she look like Kenya Moore? There was
A
a
little bit.
confessional that I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm like old Kenya from like season 5 Kenya, like in her confessional.
Yeah, more hair care. Yeah. And then who's the other one? I forget.
Jassy, and then Jacqueline is back, Mia's friend, as a friend.
Jacqueline, not Jacqueline.
No. Listen to how the other girls pronounce it. Jacqueline. Listen to Karen. Go back and listen to.
I mean, I know. I heard Karen say it like that, and I was just like, why she says it like that? It's Jacqueline. Jack-o'-lantern. And then the other one, Kiana. I like Kiana. She's cute.
Well, we didn't see Kierna. You mean Kierna?
Kierna?
Kiana, it's Kierna. Go back to last season. It's Kierna.
Yeah.
But she wasn't in this episode though. She wasn't in episode 1.
No, yeah, she's gonna come up soon.
She'll be coming up. I'm glad she was a friend last season, and I liked her, and I'm glad she got her full time. But there's some tea that I'm gonna spill. I don't know if you know this, but Jassy was supposed to be full time. It's Jassy and Stacy. They were both full time, but as the season kept filming, and Kerner was supposed to be a friend with I'm gonna say Jacqueline. And in the middle of filming, I guess some shit went down, which we're going to see play out as the season goes. I don't know exact details. I'm trying to find out through the other bloggers, but I don't know exact details. But Jassy ended up getting demoted, and that's when Kierna got that full-time spot.
Jassy is the one that owns that boutique store?
No, that's Vivian, and Vivian doesn't have a big role. That's Karen's friend. She doesn't have a big role in this season, and she's not an official friend.
Yeah, I was thinking like Karen, you found a girl your age too. That's
no, crazy. She's not an official friend of. I'm sorry, but she looks like Shrek.
I'm dead.
Just saying. I don't know. There's just something about that. But sorry.
I am Simpson in the bushes.
Anyways, but Jassy is the one that she has her a football.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's in the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, and
he's in the Kansas City Chiefs. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you live in Kansas City? I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll see it unfold of why. Because supposedly, I guess producers felt like she was not honest about some things, or as the season, we'll see how it played out. But it's crazy because the person who I feel is that new girl Stacy. She's giving me Kenya Moore vibes in a lot of different ways. Because the earlier seasons, a lot of people said it, Kenya rent a man. And I just feel
really? Okay. I mean, you know who's giving me fake vibes and she's trying too hard? Mia. With her wannabe radio personality. You're never gonna be Charlemagne the God. You're never gonna be I'm trying to think who else is a radio person. A Wendy Williams. You're never gonna be
Funkmaster Flex. He's a DJ too on the radio as well.
Well, Ink is not a DJ according to her.
No. A radio personality. No. But okay.
You're not gonna be. Who else is? You know what's crazy? Speaking of radio personalities, you remember Delilah?
No.
You never listened to Delilah? Oh my god. Okay, never mind. We'll have this conversation another time.
Nah. But yeah, the Real Housewives Potomac premiere. It was cute. Did you actually the blogs? And when I say the blogs, obviously the fan pages and stuff that we follow and check out. Until they pointed it out, I didn't really even as I was watching
Mm.
the absence of Candace Dillard and Robin Dixon. I didn't even feel their absence, and that's a good sign.
I could feel the absence of Candace. Yeah. I will say I hope she does come back because she does bring, a little bit of she brings entertainment and also like she's a word wizard. I will give her that. And I feel like when there is drama, she's either in it or she's not in it, and then she entertains people with the narrative. Robin,
she needed a break. And listen, I've had my
I think it took her taking a break for her to like get pregnant and have a baby.
And I'm glad she's listen, my feelings towards Candace, because I will forever, even though she's not on and I wish she will come back, I will forever be a Monique fan, and I will forever still.
I rewatched it and I'm like, no, I'm not a Monique fan at all. By the way,
in that situation, I'm still back Monique up. But with that being said, I do hope Candace comes back because it will be beautiful to see her as a mom. People change also when
look at Kenya
come in their life. So a little bit, Kenya got a little bit. There was still some Kenya there, but like there was a difference, and a little difference I seen. Like I could respect and give the kudos where it's due, but I would like to see Candace back. I think maybe taking this season off. I think season 10, because next season will be season 10 after this one, will be a great way for her to come back. I maybe I'm wrong, but the intuitive in me feels like she will be back for season.
I would hope so. Like
I think so.
She's gonna have a kid. Like the least she can do is.
I think so, because that story right there, that's a storyline. She's us seeing her as a mom. We've seen her for a few seasons struggle and be getting the shots and all that and want to become a mom. So I feel like I think Bravo, if Bravo was smart, they will try to do what they have to do, and that's if she wants to as well, and try to get her back for season 10. But with that being said, a great premiere. I don't know if we spoke about Roni last week. Did we mention Roni last week?
I think we did. I watched half of last night's episode.
I watched half of last night's episode today. I have to finish.
I was watching it this morning when I was getting ready.
I was watching during lunch.
Yeah. Roni so far, it's okay. I love Rebecca Minkoff's I like the fact that she's there. It's giving very New York. But I don't know. I feel like she's not gonna give a storyline.
And I feel also
hush Scientology shit.
Yeah, she's good. I think this is just one season for her, honestly. But I have to finish the rest of the show. But I guess I did see a quote, I guess, like stills from like what happened last night. And Jenna said something like this, and I agree. I do agree. And I'm glad I read this because if in a sense, it makes me want to give some grace, because when I hear Scientology, I'm like, ew, evil. But with that being said, Jenna said something along the lines like, every religion, there's a lot of religions, right? And every religion could be extreme. And when we say extreme, we know how it is, extreme.
Amen.
It does. Every religion could be extreme. Not everyone in those religions are extreme. Does that make sense? I'm not quoting her exactly. I'm sure. I don't know if you've seen that part when she said that in her confessional, or if you still have to finish that.
I have to finish it because I think I stopped when they got on the helicopter or wherever the.
Yeah, I didn't even see that part either. Yeah, so reading that, I'm like, you know what, Jenna Lyons, thank you, because you opened my eyes to like maybe not go hard or judge people when they mention they're in a certain religion, because it's true. Every religion has an extreme to it. If we go back to the Catholic and the catacombs and back in the day and history with that, we know Catholics.
Well, now.
Thank you. Even to this day. So to the people out there, like, let's not, just because someone's in a certain religion, let's not judge and crucify them, because it's true. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but yes, I grew up going to church. You know, my grandmother is a Christian and she's religious. My mom was always a God fearing woman, um, and was into like God and church, and she instilled that in us, and I'm thankful for that. Um, every religion could be extreme. I grew up in Christianity, and I've even gone to some Catholic churches as well. So that's that. I don't want to get too much into that, but I really appreciated Jenna saying that because
Yeah.
it opened my eyes and it kind of softened me of not to judge people. Because when I read and heard that she was a Scientologist, I'm like, ew, why would like them even cast her? Like even before a thing, but you know, I take that back. I
Well,
take that
the
back.
same could be said for like Mormons, like the whole franchise of Salt Lake City. Not a lot of people want to be thinking about Mormons. I laugh when I see the Mormon girls running around the block, and you got the crackheads talking to them and trying to like spit game at them, and they're walking around in their skirts saying like hi to everyone, have a good day. Oh, would you like to come to church with us? I mean, that's what they
And
do.
they got gang banged afterwards.
Well, imagine. But I like if y'all gonna have a I mean, I don't know anything about Scientology and I don't even like saying the word because God knows they will shut this shit down. And please don't block don't shut us down. But I don't know much about the religion. The only thing I know is from She Who Shall Remain Nameless, Leah Remini. But um I would like to learn and see it from a perspective of a housewife. Listen, if you're gonna teach me some history or teach me about anything, teach it through the eyes of a housewife, because that is fucking entertaining.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. But I have before we let the people tuck
Gail,
into bed and let them go. I have a little. I know you're the queen of this and that, but I know you were busy today, so
I have a game, but we should play it another time.
I know which one you're talking about, and I thought of that too. Listen,
Yeah,
we're producing this show even when we're not on the show, guys. So I
I
thought
will
of
work.
that, but I'm like, you know what, another time. But I have a little quick game for us to end the episode, a this and that Halloween edition.
Oh,
So because it's spooky season. That's another great thing. It was great being.
okay.
It was my first time being in New Orleans around this season, like Halloween season, and you already felt it. Like I see people in costumes out, like Friday night, Saturday night. I'm like, okay, and just the atmosphere, the streets and the stores. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go back together because even the
We do.
stores, everything,
There's a
like
couple of places. That place needs a redemption, and so does Vegas.
Vegas. And you know where else I've been wanting to go? And I think you know this already. And people I met while in New Orleans, like I said this to Nashville.
Animal. Nashville.
I want to go to
New
Nashville.
Orleans is similar to Nashville. I would,
Yes,
I'm down
that's
to
what I
go.
heard. With a little bit of Vegas twist, but New Orleans, I want to go. I want to go. I've been wanting to go for a few years, and Nashville has been of interest of mine. So I'm gonna make it happen, God
Yeah,
willing. Who knows? Maybe this year.
bitch. We got like
Or next
3 months.
year. So, listen,
We got 2 more months before that year ends.
you know me. When there's a will with Charlie, there's a way, especially when it comes to travel. But let's do this or that. All right. So here we go. I'm sure part one of this or that, because I'm sure we may do another one before the Halloween season ends. Which by the way, I'm ordering one of my costumes this week, like tomorrow. But
I
here we
still
go.
don't know what I want to do, but go ahead.
I have two costumes to order though. Look at me, the person who's like ill people, old people, like grown ups, like going so hard for Halloween. And as the years progressed, and we started doing this on the show, like our Halloween edition show, I've gotten into it more. So I have two costumes. I have one costume that's slutty for the going out, and then the one costume for like the show, and maybe for the PG places that I have to be in. But here we go. Halloween, this or that. Sour candy or chocolate candy?
It depends on the mood, honestly, but chocolate.
Chocolate for me too, yeah. Um, buy a costume or make a costume? I'll go
Buy
first.
a costume, bitch.
Six. There we go.
You're not gonna catch me trying to find
This ain't
trying
no
to make
Project Runway, honey.
yeah
Halloween, this or that. Trick, trick or treat.
trick.
I want a treat. This or that. Pumpkin spice or apple cider.
Pumpkin spice or apple cider?
I say apple cider.
I say pumpkin spice. I had the pumpkin spice chai tea from Starbucks and it was really good. Actually, I just got a delivery of pumpkin spice scented Glade plugins. So pumpkin spice.
Oh, you really got? I've seen it, but I don't want that.
I hope it smells good. No, it has a hint of cinnamon and some other shit.
This or that. Ghosts or skeletons.
Skeletons, because I want to be skinnier. Just kidding.
I say I like ghosts. Ghosts. Halloween, this or that. Owls or rats? Owls. I didn't even say
A rat? Why would a rat be considered?
Think about it. In spooky places or in like decorations, the big scary rat with the red eyes.
Owl? Just kidding.
Owls, yeah. Halloween, this or that. Aliens or mummy? Alien.
Mummy, because it reminds me of Thriller. Dun, dun, dun.
Alien, because I know there's other existence out there besides us. E.T. Phone Me Home. Halloween party or scary movie marathon?
Halloween party.
Halloween party. Or do I love a good scary movie marathon? I was thinking about you because you know how I stopped watching scary stuff at night?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if it's because spooky season, but I've like had it in me to start watching scary stuff at night again. But some nights I'm like, no, just watch like Hocus Pocus to go to bed. That's a little more.
No, I can't. I have to unwind and watch like Sex in the City. I can't.
Speaking of Hocus Pocus, Halloween, this or that. Hocus Pocus or Casper?
Oh, I like Casper.
I did
love
like
Casper.
In Puerto Rico, me and my brothers, the ones who were of age and enough to remember it, we loved Casper for a minute. We watched Casper for a lot in Puerto Rico for a minute. But I have to say, Hocus Pocus. Hello, classic.
No, not me.
Casper any day. Halloween, this or that. Potion or spell?
Potion or spell? I put a spell on you.
I feel like potion will do the trick of a spell, and it's easy. So it's potion. I don't need to be looking at
like Banda Leviosa. I'll do a spell.
This or that. Walk through cobwebs or drink a witch's brew.
I'll drink a witch's brew.
You don't know what that witch's brew
I could.
is? This or that. Carve a pumpkin or paint a pumpkin.
Paint a pumpkin.
You carve?
I'm not carving it. I would paint it.
Paint, yeah, same. Turn into a vampire or turn into a werewolf?
Turn into a vampire because I can suck your blood.
This is what
I'm not doing no werewolf, woofy, and be hairy. No.
This or that. Turn candy corn or Tootsie Rolls. Listen, Tootsie Rolls. That's it. I'm not gonna.
I hate candy corn and Tootsie Rolls. Only Tootsie Roll I like is the dance. To the left. To the left.
Warner, man. And the last, Halloween, this or that, haunted house or graveyard?
Haunted house. Graveyard is creepy.
During the day, listen, I'm gonna say a haunted house because they're fun, but I don't know what it is with me as I'm getting older. But when I pass graveyards and stuff during the day, maybe at night it will be different. But during the day, there's something like very serene, like calm, like peaceful for me. I don't know, but I don't mind graveyards now as I'm getting older. That's
creepy.
Weird.
Every time I pass a graveyard, I like pay my respects to the dead.
No, of course I do that.
But also, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to seep in or inhale anything that's like of death.
I get what you mean with that. I get what you mean. Because I believe in energy and picking up things and things attaching to you or carrying with you. So I get that.
Yeah.
Whole spooky season. But I want to thank you guys. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, this week we were supposed to have, I know for some people that caught it, we were supposed to have Marquise Morel, who was on a few months ago from For the Love of Doves. That it's still going to happen in life. Scheduling conflicts happen and things happen, but we are still planning to have Marquise Morel on. So stay tuned for that. And there's some other, I get excited because there's some other things going on. Some guests that I've been in the making for, I want to say over a year, like over a
Mm-mm.
year at this point. But listen, all good things take time, and I'm patient, and everything happens in divine timing. So
Amen.
we'll wait for that. But the rest of these few months, I'm looking forward to, especially on the podcast. Can't wait for our Halloween episode that we look forward to every year. We're not sharing what we're gonna surprise you guys. We're not sharing what we do, what we're gonna be dressed as. But thank you guys so much. Make sure you tune in each week. This month, spooky month, is gonna be great. You can subscribe on a page right here. It's free. Follow, like, stream on all your favorite streaming platforms. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.